So let me immediately go to our first short intervention to be done by Corina Rodriguez from GEMLAC. Corina?
Thank you, Mr. Co-Chair. Good morning. My name is Corina Rodriguez Enriquez. I come from Argentina and speak on behalf of the Women's Mayo Group. We would like to endorse many of the statements made by our colleagues in the panel. And we would also like to emphasize that gender inequality is not an unintended consequence of macroeconomic policies and development patterns, but instead a result of economic dynamics that are rooted on an unequal gender relations. Macroeconomic policies are not gender neutral, but often gender blind. For example, austerity policies that cut back health budget, this is a fiscal measure, impose extra care work on women who have then to take care of sick people at home. This extra care burden restricts their opportunities for economic participation. Therefore, if SDGs are to become a framework for real transformation in an egalitarian and just way, they should address this issue. In this regard, we want to make few suggestions in the specific terrain of fiscal policies. First, national policy space should be guaranteed in order for governments to implement fiscal countercyclical policies, increase their tax base through progressive taxation, and enable them to address gender labor market segregation while ensuring decent work and living wage for all, fostering policies that will enable women's economic rights and opportunities, and promoting the equal distribution of unpaid care work among state, market, and diverse forms of families. Second, there is an urgent need to counteract austerity policies that increase women's unpaid care work, as well as to reorient public budgets in order for public policies to support human rights and socially just social reproduction. Public budget priorities should include the provision of social infrastructures and social services, including access to clean water, fuel, transport, quality education and health services, including sexual and reproductive health. Third, progressive tax reforms are urgent in order to tackle inequalities, promote productive diversification, and revert financialization. They should take into consideration and modify gender bias of tax codes and taxing structures, redirect tax exemption from unsustainable activities towards sustainable knowledge and employment-intensive sectors. We finally endorse the development and implementation of international financial transaction taxes, which collections should be oriented to fulfill human rights commitments. Thank you.